Wondered how the Fire would respond after playing well last weekend in Houston but not getting a result. They responded in a big way, getting a result against the Columbus Crew. 1-0 the final with Kevin Egan. I'm Dan Kelly, all smiling tonight from the broadcast booth. Smiling makes everybody happier. Winning makes everybody happier. The coaching staff, the players, they can't breathe easy all the time, but it's just a kind of a relief to get that big 3 points.
Big time relief. And sometimes teams can win and play poorly. Tonight, we got a win and we played spectacular stuff, particularly in the second half. Chance after chance. The floodgates opened and the team just performed admirably. And it started from Sean Johnson all the way up through Sir Gian McDonald, and we saw a real performance from Mackey tonight. Yeah,
and especially in that second half. You mentioned the Fire came out ready to play and ready to pounce, and Mackey was getting on the end of a lot of chances.
Yeah, straight into the second half. What about that for a flick from Niako? And Mackey, a poor effort in the end, and at that point you wondered what way it would go for him throughout the whole game. He gets on the ball here again. Great ball across for Segaris, the on-rushing run from the fullback. And what about that for a save from Greenenbaum? And then Segaris again across, and Greenenbaum at this point looked unbeatable. Niako with a fine strike to the bottom corner. Then Sir Gian McDonald came up big one more time. Checked his run, stayed onside, decided to toy a little bit with Chad Marshall at the back, and in the end his shot was weak. But the chances kept coming for the Chicago Fire, and this brilliant cross, an absolutely perfect cross from Patrick Niako, found Austin Berry in space, and he did the right thing, kept it low, kept it on frame, and again, one more save, and Chris Rolfe then came up big for the team. Wonderful pass from Laurentowicz, found him in loads of space, cuts inside onto that left foot. Greenenbaum one more time stepped up big, and we were starting to wonder, was that goal going to come at all, Dan? And we just felt it might have been one of those nights where the goalkeeper would get all the plaudits, but just with about 8 minutes to go, Laurentowicz stepped up big for the team. Big Red flying in, got his head on it, tucked it into the bottom corner and celebrates in front of Section 8. Look at the sigh of relief on all those players' faces, and a well-deserved win and a wonderful performance all around.
Off the Yanni Baba throw in, the assist going to Austin Berry, and look at those shots coming from the Chicago Fire. 21.
Yeah, we absolutely peppered the Columbus goal, and only for a wonderful performance from Greenenbaum, it could have been so different.
So good performance, good results for the Chicago Fire as they pepper Andy Greenenbaum. Next up for the men in red is the lights still shining in Chicago. Montreal Impact, April 27th, 3 p.m. You can find it on the NBC Sports Network. Again, the final score from this Saturday night in Chicago. The Fire behind the goal from Laurentowicz win 1-0. Could be a turning point in the season, the 1-0 victory for the Chicago Fire over the Columbus Crew, just their second of the season. Now they set their sights on the Montreal Impact. They make the journey north to Quebec. And prior to the season, you might say, this could be a place where the Fire can pick up 3 points, although Montreal has scuffled recently, still keeping impressive company in a 4-1-1 record.
Yeah, has the bubble started to burst, though, in Montreal? 4 wins at the start of the season, 0-1-1 in the last 2 games, so maybe a perfect time for Frank Klopas and the team to go travel to Montreal. And the difference right now is maybe a little bit of belief, Dan. The team got a great win tonight against Columbus Crew, and they can go to Montreal now with every bit of belief, and they've got the protective midfielders, they've got a striker who's starting to play, and perfect time to go there.
Yeah, it should be. They get the belief and they get rewarded, and the result against the Crew, trying to make it 2 next week against the Montreal Impact.